Hello and welcome to the Kate Porter Show, today's best country mix. And joining us here today is Dawn Flores. Dawn, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. Yourself, Gordon?
I am
Okay.
doing, it's all good. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. So let's get started by getting to know you a little bit and tell us, how did you become an author? Kind of walk us through how you got your book out there and tell us more about your book, I Survived, How I Turned My Pain into Power.
Okay, how it came about was it's something that had been basically a lifelong dream from the time I was about 10, 15 years old. Been talking about since I was 15 years old with my family stuff, and they thought I would never do it, thought that it was a joke. I met my wife in 2022, and in January of, I think it was last year, I had come across my now former publisher, and the book came out. That's the
That's
shorter version.
That's awesome. Now, walk us through the process when you were writing this book. What was coming to you? Tell us a little bit about that in your own words and your writing process.
Well, as far as writing it, it took me actually 2 years to write it
Okay.
because it didn't really come together as well as I'd hoped. It didn't have how it wasn't flowing the way I wanted it to flow. So it took me about 2 years to write, but also one of the second version of a book was with my lovely wife, and she decided to not do it any longer because it's too triggering for her, which I told her that was fine. I don't mind. If it's too triggering, you can back out. I'll just find a way to do it on my own. And me finding a way of doing it on my own is the result that's now on barnesandnoble.com.
So, did you self-publish this independently?
I went to a publisher.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, besides Barnes and Nobles, where else can people check out the book if they want to learn more about you and your book?
Well, Barnes is not in their store.
Okay.
It's on their website, barnesandnoble.com. You can put my name, Dawn Flores, in their search engine on their sites, or you can put the title of a book uh, in their search engine on their site. Either way, you will find a book.
So, what has inspired you to become an author?
Writing, I've always felt like I've always been part of what has inspired me to write is I've always felt rather misunderstood. And there's been a lot of misconceptions about me and my life put out to, other family members that run around all the time, friends of the family that didn't fully understand me, and so on. So I felt it was time for the truth to come out.
And from what I've seen, reading a little bit about your book and everything, you've been through a lot. What advice would you give to someone that's going through similar things, maybe to you, or just anything in general? What would you tell them?
First of all, I want to say you all are not alone. I'm here and I'm going through whatever you may be going through as well. Okay? You're not alone. And that's part of the reason another reason why I wrote the book. So this can be, a support, a comfort for all of you who are going through some of the same things I have.
Very well said. Now, if people want to follow you on social media, do you have any social media where people can come check you out?
I do have some social media, but I don't remember all of it is right now. But I may end up doing a site at some point. I don't know. My lovely wife and I are trying to figure it out now.
Awesome. And what's next for you? Do you have any upcoming books or anything where people can look forward to seeing any more work from you?
Well, I do have a second book written, but due to me not having a publisher, I don't have a book cover or anything else ready to go in that regard as of yet. So,
Awesome. And Dawn, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention before we go today?
let me see here. I got something written down here. The hardcover of my book is $20. The paperback is $15, and the ebook is $9.99, all through barnesandnoble.com.
Awesome. Definitely go and check out Dawn Flores' book, I Survived, How I Turned My Pain into Power. Dawn Flores, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the King Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We definitely appreciate you and your support, and would love to have you back on when you got something new to chat with us about.
Perfect. Sounds good to me, Gordon.